So what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at a 2020 Ram 2500 with a Hemi. Now this is going to be a Tradesman, and when I go to show you guys some of the options on this truck, this is probably why I think Ram is just really killing it in this segment. I mean, they are really transforming the heavy-duty truck. This truck has really cool options on it, and I can't wait to show it to you. So stay tuned. We're going to get into the video. I'm gonna do a quick drive, and then I'm gonna show you guys around the truck, and as always, I'm gonna show you the payload. Let's get started. I gotta give a special shout out to Tate Chrysler here in Frederick, Maryland. These guys have been a help to my channel, and they just threw me the keys to a truck today and said, hey, just go do a quick video and just give us a shout out, and here we are. So if you're in the market for a truck from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, be sure to give these guys a shout out. Let them know you saw this video. So let's get back to it. All right, guys, so base price on this truck's gonna be $40,300. And as I mentioned, it's going to be a Ram 2500 Tradesman Crew Cab 4-wheel drive, painted in granite crystal metallic clear coat. Really nice paint too, by the way. Some of your standard equipment is going to be listed here. Now this truck is going to have from the factory a 373 axle standard too. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this truck does have a very interesting option on it, which is the towing technology group. But look at everything that comes in there. This is going to have the 360 cameras, the cargo view camera. It also has LED headlights and tail lights. It's going to have the power folding mirrors and the power convex mirrors too. Blind spot monitoring comes in this package. Just so many things that you get on the Tradesman that you don't really get on the base models of Ford and Chevy. And then moving over to the other side, you do have the Snow Chief package. This is going to give you the 220 amp alternator. As you guys saw in the standard equipment, it was 180 amp alternator. And it does give you the auxiliary switches. It does have the anti-spin rear axle, and it has the clearance lamps too. Chrome appearance, if you don't opt for this, you'll just have a steel style wheel with black front bumpers. But if you get this, obviously you get the chrome bumpers. And Tradesman level 2 is going to give you everything that you see here. Now, as you guys see, this truck does have the 8.4 inch display, which was $795. In order to get the towing technology group, you have to have this package too, so you might as well pretty much add all that together. This truck does have the 3.5 display inside the gauges, and it was optioned with a trailer brake controller at $295. Destination is at $1695 with a total price of $48,695. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you a 0 to 60 here in a second. Got some cars coming on both sides, so we're going to go now. Oh my gosh, is that traction control on? Jeez. Wow. Man, that was scary. I feel like I was doing a burnout just now. I might have to do that over again because, wow. All right, guys, so if you're not familiar with the power on this truck has 410 horsepower, which comes on at about 5,600 RPMs, 429 pound-feet of torque, which comes on at 4,000. And as you guys just saw, I mean, this truck, I mean, it did a burnout. I mean, I'm very surprised by that. I mean, it was really aggressive. I've never had that happen before. And it could have just been some loose gravel or something like that, but man, like, it kind of scared me a little bit. I thought it started to kind of fishtail a little bit, and then I caught it. But I'm going to show you guys just a quick rolling with my camera now. Hold on one second. And here's a quick acceleration from 40 miles an hour. Acceleration from 35 to 40. I mean, this truck has a lot of power. I mean, man, it could be because this truck doesn't have a lot of options on it. It just feels lighter on its feet. But I mean, as you guys can see, it has a lot of options on it. But I'm gonna show you guys around this interior in a second. So taking a look on the outside, as you saw on the window sticker, you have a chrome front end, bumper and grille. You also have the LED headlights, and it's gonna have LED fog lights too. Your turn signals are gonna be incandescent, and you will have a daytime running light that's LED too. Love the way it looks on this color. I'm not a huge fan of chrome, but because this is a Tradesman, it does dress it up nicely. One thing you don't see on the front end, and you don't have any parking sensors below, you don't have any tow hooks, so if you would like those things, make sure you opt for them. Now, moving up front on the grille, you have one camera up front, and that's going to be a part of your 360 camera too. I like the fact that they spell out Ram on the front. I really do like the way it looks that way. And then moving over to the side, you are riding on 18-inch wheels wrapped in 275 70 18. In the comment section, let me know what you guys think about this color. Do you guys think this is the way to go, or should you go with a different one? I really like this granite crystal, with the long bed. It looks really nice, especially with the LED headlights. If you were to lift this truck, put some different wheels on it, it would look really nice. It wouldn't even look like a Tradesman anymore. Taking a look at the mirrors, a lot of this stuff is optional, like this LED light here. This does come on with your headlights and it stays on, and it does act as a turn signal. You also have a camera just below, and you do have blind spot monitoring. This convex mirror is powered too. So there's just a lot of cool features to have. This is a perfect truck to buy if you just want something with big payload that has nice options on it. Now out back you do have a 5-link coil sprung suspension. And let's take a look at the bed. The bed is not dampened, just as an FYI. I think you have to move up to a big horn to get that. Now, as you guys saw on this truck, you did not have any running boards. You don't have any tow prep package, in other words, like a fifth wheel gooseneck package or spray and bed liner. So if you're gonna add those things, that will reduce your overall payload. So just keep that in mind if you buy a truck like this. I strongly recommend getting a lot of that stuff from the factory if you can. But as you see, this truck's pretty easy to get in and out of if you're about my height. I'm about 6 foot. Now, as you see out back, you do have LED taillights, and your sensors for your blind spot monitoring is built into them too. And you do have LED reverse lamps too. So there's just a lot of cool things that this truck comes with. Class 5 receiving hitch. And as you saw on the window sticker, it's gonna have a 373 axle too. This was a part of the towing technology group too. This is gonna be LED with a camera also. One thing I love about the 6.4 and the 8-speed transmission in this truck is how smooth and how well they work together. I've said in the previous video that the Eisen and the Cummins, there's just some issues there, and I've heard from you guys. You guys have been kind of messaging me. I'm sorry I've been out of pocket too. I have been so busy. I've been doing stuff with work, doing stuff with the family, so I have not had a chance to really post a lot of videos. So I appreciate you guys supporting the channel. But I said in a previous video that I'm just not a huge fan of my Eisen and Cummins, and you guys, I think it was Mike Hunt and Richard, you sent me an email, Richard West, you sent me an email saying that they're going to be redoing the transmission and potentially redoing the transmission for the Cummins, and that's good news. I really think that if you're in the market for a gas truck, this truck has a lot of power. It can easily tow, 13,000-14,000 pounds without even missing a beat. And I'll show you guys the payload as I mentioned on this truck. I mean, you can tow a pretty decent sized trailer with this truck and still be able to stay within the limits of it. But overall, very easy truck to drive. I mean, this truck has a 5-link rear suspension. Transmission is so smooth. I mean, my goodness. I mean, you can't even feel the shift, guys. So if you're in the market for a truck like this, be sure to put Ram on your list of trucks. I love how quiet these gas engines have gotten. I've said in a previous video when I drove a 7.3 from Ford, I just couldn't believe how quiet they were. And this engine is the same. And I get up to about 40 miles an hour, and I hold it here. I'm running at just over 1,500 RPMs, like about 1,650, give or take. And I mean, just how quiet and how composed this truck drives. It's really interesting. If this come a long way. I've towed with this 6.4 liter and 8-speed with Mikey P's Power Wagon, and yeah, I mean, this truck has more than enough power. If you want to tow a fifth wheel or something like that, some people have been asking on my channel, do I recommend that? Absolutely. I strongly recommend if you want to tow a trailer, you can easily do that with this 6.4 and the 8-speed. The only thing is, if you are doing steep grades, I would probably stick around 10,000 to 11,000 pounds. I wouldn't go much more than that. This truck can tow about 14,000 pounds. That's what it's about. That's what it's advertised to do. I strongly recommend if you are looking to tow a fifth wheel or any type of conventional trailer with this truck in grades, I would say maybe stay around 10 to 12,000 pounds. I think anything over that, you'll really start to struggle with the engine like this. I mean, it'll get the job done, don't get me wrong, but if you want peace of mind, obviously a diesel is going to do that for you. This truck has a advertised towing capacity of about 14,000 pounds. Now that's going to be with a 410 rear axle, but just keep these things in mind. I mean, if you are interested in buying a truck like this and you aren't really sure about the diesel, or you don't want to spend the extra money for the diesel, I really think that you can get a lot done with this truck. I mean, there's so many travel trailers, so many small fifth wheels. I've actually done some videos on some fifth wheels on my channel. Maybe I'll do a Weight Watchers for this truck. And I really think this truck can do so much that a diesel can do, and it can do it without having to spend $10,000. Now, one thing I did not mention to you guys on the window sticker, I'm gonna fold these in. You do have a LED light. I'm gonna turn it on. So in order to turn that light on, you have to hit the bed light button and it pops on. And you can see it's a bright LED that they have on there. Taking a look at the door, you do have some vinyl material here. Same thing goes right here with some stitching, like white stitching. Looks really clean actually. You know, it doesn't look like a dressed down truck. And if you look at the seats too, I mean, this is the back seats. Look at the design. This is basically the same seat they put inside the Bighorn. So getting this truck, you still get a lot of nice features, like you have push button start. I mean, this dial here, I'm not a huge fan of, but it's not bad. And you have all your buttons on the steering wheel. This is a Tradesman. This is a truck you can buy under $50,000. If you think back 15-20 years, this used to be the top of the line truck. The only thing that's missing is leather seats, and you can add that after the fact too. But you do have just a single climate control, and because you have the towing technology group, this has to come with that package there. Let me just show you guys the camera. You hit controls. Look how clean and how bright the screen is. I mean, let me get you a little closer. But doesn't that look good? It looks really clean. And of course you have different places you can point that camera to. And those lines actually do move too. Out back you have a line for your fifth wheel or gooseneck, whatever you're towing. And you do have these side camera views too that are very easy to use too. And if you need to hook up your conventional towing trailer, there you go. Alright guys, so check out your gauges on this truck. This is a really clean, well laid out gauge for the base model truck. They do give you a 3.5-inch screen, which is optional, and it just shows you can actually put the truck in kilometers, or you can put it back in miles per hour. And then it shows you pretty much all the vehicle information, like your temperatures, your tire pressure, as you just saw. It also shows your oil life, battery voltage. It shows you a quick snapshot of your gauges. Now this is going to be for coolant, transmission, and then this is going to be for your oil temperature also, and those are pretty good temperatures too. It shows you the engine hours, and then it pops you back over to your tire pressure. Fuel economy shows you the range. I probably went too fast, I apologize, but it shows you the range and then the average there. And it also shows you your trip information, trip A and trip B. You have these arrows here to go up and down, left and right too. Pretty easy to use. Trailer tow shows you your distance, and then the gain on your trailer brake. If you are buying a truck like this, or if you're building one, I strongly recommend just using the trailer brake from the factory. It's all put together very easily. And if you go through the screen, see if I can find it here. It's actually, this is a little different from mine. So let's go to settings, and then let's see if it has it. So trailer brake. So you have different trailers that you can set up. So if you are buying this with the trailer tow technology or with this 8.4-inch display, you should have these as an option here. But I think that this is just good to have, and it's all built in with this trailer brake. So strongly recommend, if you're building a truck or if you're looking for a truck, this is something you should put on your list. 4 USBs just below. You also have storage down here. This is basically my battery pack for my camera. And I brought my Yeti along. I've done this in the other videos, so I want to show you. I mean, you have 3 really large cup holders. This one's a little bit bigger here in the middle. It just kind of pops in there a lot easier, and they just give you so much storage space, a lot of places to put coins here and down at the bottom. And you also have, of course, a bench up front with storage just below. Love the fact that they give you just a mechanical gear lever like you get in a Power Wagon, and then this is just showing you your auxiliary switches that do not work. On higher trim levels, they do give you a foam piece that you can put inside of here, and it's basically like for cups. I wouldn't leave this in here because it could just flop around and spill out. But if you want that little piece, I'm sure you can get it off Amazon or someplace. Out back, they do not have any cup holders in the doors, but you do have 2 in the center here. And this cup fits really nice. I mean, this is a pretty big Yeti. This cup will not flip, it will not tip over in these cup holders. Now, you do not have any storage in the back of the seats, and this is just a fixed bench, so it all pops up together. It's not a 60/40, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And you do have storage just below the seat also. On the passenger side, you do have a open space up here to store things, and you do have a slow drop glove compartment, decent size. This is pretty much the same size as mine too. It's enough storage for in here, but you have a lot of places you can put stuff. So this truck is not down on storage. For example, there's storage right up top with a power outlet. You do not get a auto dimming mirror, but you can always add that after the fact. And the rear glass does slide open, and you have incandescent bulbs for the interior of the truck. Now let's go and take a look at the numbers for the truck, and that will effectively end the video. If you're in the market for a 2020 Ram 2500 long bed, here are the numbers you're going to see for this truck. It's going to have a gross axle weight rating up front at 5,500 pounds. The rear is going to be at 6,390. It's going to have a 10,000 pound gross vehicle weight, and total payload is going to be 3,055 pounds. Alright guys, so just really quickly, I want to show you this numbers for the truck we just reviewed. Now, I did put in 6.4 liter Hemi, crew cab with an 8-foot bed, 4-wheel drive. Now, 373 axle, you're going to have a 14,020 pound towing capacity. Now, as you see, the payload here is higher, and that's just basically because the truck we just reviewed had a lot more options on it. Now, if you do add the 410, which is optional on this truck, you will increase your towing capacity over 2,000 pounds. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. I bet you guys thought I forgot. This is with the mirrors down. And see you guys in the next video.